Emna, finally made it to this cafe. I feel like I just completed a hardcore survival mission.
You talk like you just trekked through the Amazon. Isn't it just from home to the cafe?
You don't get it. From the moment I opened my eyes this morning, life started throwing challenges at me.
Oh, tell me about it. Let's see if your morning tragedy beats me running out of milk in the fridge.
First, the alarm goes off. I snooze it. It rings again, and I negotiate. Just 5 more minutes. Result? 45 minutes later, I jolt awake like a fish out of water.
Haha, that negotiating with the alarm part sounds way too familiar. Does your alarm even speak human?
No, but I'm an expert at fooling myself.
Classic. Every morning I fall for the same lie. Just close my eyes a little longer. I'm sure I'm not late yet.
And the universe goes, "Oh, you think so? Let me make you late for real."
Exactly. You know, my daily routine is so repetitive now I could do it blindfolded.
That sounds scary. Give me an example.
Wake up if I don't oversleep. The first thing I do is reach for my phone.
Classic. Check messages.
Nope, check battery.
Oh yeah, true.
If it's above 20%, I still have hope for the day. Below 20%, my mood drops with every percentage point.
Mine's different. Phone at 5% battery, but my mental battery is at 1%.
So you survive on coffee?
No. I exist because of coffee.
Drink up. Consider it a blood transfusion.
Thanks. This coffee isn't just a drink, it's faith. Hope. The reason I haven't given up yet.
You're talking to coffee like you're confessing your love.
At least coffee doesn't leave me on read.
Haha. Anyway, back to daily routines. After waking up, what do you do next?
I stand in front of the mirror.
And wonder, why am I still not rich?
No, I wonder, wait, is this really me?
The answer is yes, that's you.
That's brutal.
It's daily life. You have to face reality.
Then I brush my teeth, but in a half asleep, half awake state.
The kind where your hands are working but your brain is still sleeping?
Yeah. Some days I can't remember if I brushed already, so I do it again just to be safe.
I once shampooed my hair twice in a row because I forgot I'd already done it the first time.
See, that's adult daily life. It's not a lack of skill. It's a lack of alertness.
Then comes breakfast?
My breakfast is very flexible.
Flexible how?
Some days it's bread. Some days instant noodles. Some days nothing at all.
A spiritual breakfast.
Exactly. Powered by faith.
Every morning I promise myself I'll eat healthy.
And more?
5 minutes later, I'm ordering bubble tea with all the toppings.
At least you're honest with yourself.
Daily life without those little self-betrayals would be so boring.
True. Like how I promise every night to go to bed early.
To wake up early and exercise?
To avoid regretting it in the morning.
And the result?
Midnight. Just one more video. 1A. Might as well finish it. 2A. Wait. Why is the sky getting bright already?
Oh my god, same here. Those short videos are dangerous.
Dangerous because we know it's a waste of time, but we keep watching anyway.
And daily life has one thing you can't live without.
What?
Complaining.
I'm an expert at that.
Morning. Complain about being sleepy. Noon. Tired. Afternoon. Hungry. Night. Bored with life.
But on weekends at a cafe, life suddenly feels okay.
Yeah. Just sitting here, chatting nonsense, with the smell of coffee, it makes all those daily routines feel less heavy.
Maybe because we're resting, we can finally laugh about the things that exhaust us all week.
Yeah. Daily life looks simple, but all those little things add up to an entire lifetime.
Come on, finish this cup. Here's to a new week where we oversleep a little less.
I won't promise, but I'll try to negotiate more gently with my alarm.
That's already progress.
Honestly, Rely, sitting here on a weekend cafe trip, my mind is still haunted by that thing called Monday.
Could you say that quieter? Mentioning Monday in a weekend cafe is against the unspoken rules.
Sorry, I accidentally thought about work this week.
Yeah, that concept where just hearing Monday morning makes your heart beat faster.
Not faster, my soul hasn't even returned to my body yet.
Exactly. My Monday mornings are a series of philosophical questions. Who am I? Where am I? And why do I have to go to work?
That last one hurts the most.
Work weeks are weird. Monday, brain still loading. Tuesday, starting to get into the groove. Wednesday, tired. Thursday, drained. Friday, working, but my heart's already at a cafe like this.
Oh my god, same. Monday. Stare at the screen for 15 minutes without typing a word. Tuesday. Oh, so that's what the task is. Wednesday. Wait, why is there so much? Thursday. Hang in there. Almost there. Friday. Anything. Just let the clock hit quitting time.
A work week is technically 5 days, but it feels like 5 years.
Yet weekends somehow fly by in the blink of an eye.
Weekends are like fast charging. Work weeks are background apps draining the battery.
Have you noticed? On weekday mornings commuting to work, we automatically switch to silent mode.
Yeah. It's not that we don't want to talk. It's that we don't have enough energy to be human yet.
My morning conversations consist of, yeah,
That's the language of working people.
and work weeks have another specialty.
Meetings.
Yes, meetings where you don't even know why you're meeting, but skipping feels guilty.
I once sat through a 90-minute meeting just to conclude. Let's discuss this again next week.
Next week sounds like a luxury promise.
Every meeting teaches me a new skill, sitting up straight while sleeping with my eyes open.
I'm great at nodding at the right moments while thinking, what should I eat for lunch?
Work weeks aren't just about working, they're about acting.
Exactly. Playing the role of I'm fine.
Morning, I'm okay. Noon, yes, I can do it. Afternoon, it's fine.
Evening at home, total collapse.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm working or just trying to survive until the end of the day.
But the next morning, we still get up and go.
Yeah, because rent doesn't wait for feelings.
Work weeks also have that thing called deadlines.
Ah, our close friend.
So close that every time it appears, my heart skips a beat.
Deadlines always arrive earlier than expected and later than we're capable of handling.
But weirdly, the closer the deadline, the sharper my brain gets.
True. 3 days before, nothing. 3 hours before, ideas pouring like rain.
Our brains must love danger.
Or they're just used to being cornered.
Have you noticed? During the week, we always say, just get through this week.
Yeah, but every week is this week.
That's why sitting in a cafe on the weekend makes my head feel lighter.
Here there are no emails, no work messages, no urgent.
Just coffee, music, and the two of us complaining to feel better.
But you know, work weeks do have some fun moments.
Like what?
Like when the workday ends,
That moment is peak emotion.
or when payday hits.
But that feeling lasts very briefly.
As short as the money stays in the account.
Still, maybe because of work weeks, weekends feel precious.
Yeah. If every day was a weekend, we'd probably complain about being bored.
Humans are so weird.
Don't say it too loud, or Monday might hear.
Come on, finish this cup. Tomorrow is Sunday.
Emna, do you ever sit in a cafe and suddenly think, wait, what were we talking about?
All the time. I often forget what I was saying but keep talking like everything's fine.
That's the beauty of small talk, it's made for that. No need to remember, no need for logic.
Chatting nonsense is cheap entertainment but highly effective.
No ticket needed, no script required, and we still laugh.
Honestly, these random conversations are what help me survive exhausting weeks.
Yeah. Pointless stories that somehow lighten your head.
For example, I have a totally meaningless question.
Go ahead. I'm an expert in meaningless stuff.
Don't you find that on days we decide to live healthy, junk food suddenly looks way more tempting?
Oh my god. Yes. On normal days, snacks just sit there unnoticed. On diet days, a bag of chips practically calls my name.
Like it knows we're weak.
Junk food has a willpower radar.
And the more we say, just this one bite, the less we can stop.
One last bite is humanity's most common lie.
Same as, just one more episode.
Those two phrases have ruined countless good plans.
Have you noticed? Small talk often starts with, this might sound a bit random,
And ends with something even more random.
but we still laugh.
Because it's real.
For example, do you ever pretend to be busy to avoid meeting someone?
I pretend to be busy to avoid a lot of people.
Me too. Some days I just want to stay home and not be social.
It's weird when the phone buzzes in those moments. I already feel tired,
I sigh before even reading the message.
but I still reply politely.
Exactly. Light adult acting.
The best part of small talk is it doesn't need to be right or wrong.
It just needs someone to listen.
Like right now. We're talking about everything from eating and sleeping to random thoughts.
And no one judges.
Yeah. No one asks, why are you saying this?
We just talk.
I think moments like this are really precious.
In the middle of weeks full of tasks, deadlines, schedules, getting to chat nonsense on the weekend makes me feel human again.
Not a machine running errands.
Not an adult carrying responsibilities.
Just two people at a cafe, talking about things that go nowhere.
But it feels good.
Do you ever think we'll remember these random cafe chats later in life?
Yeah. Maybe not the details, but the feeling.
The feeling of not having to try.
No need to be smart or impressive.
Just real.
I think everyone needs conversations like this.
To remind us life isn't only big things.
It's also the small, trivial, slightly silly stuff.
Like staying here 10 more minutes even though we know we have to leave soon.
Or ordering another drink even though we're not really thirsty.
Because we don't want it to end.
Yeah.
Alright. Before the cafe gets crowded, let's wrap with one last random thought.
What?
If you didn't have to work tomorrow, what would you do?
Sleep.
That's it?
Sleep more.
Totally reasonable. Nothing to argue.
And you?
I'd think about whether I should wake up early if I don't have work. Then decide, no.
Perfect plan.
Yeah. Plans that require no effort are usually the easiest to follow.
Come on, finish your cup. The coffee's getting cold.
But the small talk is still warm.
It's the weekend after all.
Yeah, weekend.